Hi everyone, it's Don, and I hope you're having a fantastic week. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. This is like the fourth time I've recorded this video because it's uh, it's really kind of crazy, yet funny, and very disturbing at the exact same time. So a couple named Bobby and Mary were going on their very first cruise. They live in Scotland and they were going to do the cruise right. And they got themselves Singapore to Thailand. A great itinerary. I can't wait to do that itinerary. And they got on the ship and everything looks beautiful. And they decided to head up to their cabin early and see if it's ready. And they get up to their cabin only to find a crew member with another woman doing what people normally do on a cruise ship, but are paying passenger. Needless to say, they were a little shocked at finding people canoodling in their stateroom on their bed they're about to embark on this cruise with. They immediately ended up going down to customer service and saying, we would like another cabin, please. And they would say, why? Well, right now it's currently occupied by somebody else and they're having relations in our bed at the moment. And unfortunately, the entire cruise was sold out and they weren't allowed to move staterooms. So they ended up going back to their stateroom. The woman had gone, but the man was still there and he was not really leaving, but eventually two members of the cruise line showed up and they talked to the gentleman and he kind of shyly walked out of the cabin and they asked him if they knew him and who this person was, and apparently he was a worker on board. Not necessarily a crew member, but a worker, maybe a maintenance worker or a repairman or an electrician or, but they did know him. And needless to say, the couple was very irate that this had happened. And don't get me wrong, I travel all over the place. I know people have done what they've done in my hotel rooms that I stay in. I know they've done it in my cruise ships where I've done it. In there, but I didn't just witness it before sleeping in that bed, if you know what I mean. And no amount of cleaning those sheets is going to take that memory out of my memory and my thoughts. So yeah, I wouldn't be very happy neither. I would have probably been sleeping on the roll-a-bit couch more than just. Ugh. But apparently the cruise line offered at first a £100, about $125 compensation, and finally upped it to $250, and the couple rejected both of those offerings as completely unacceptable. So since then, and they've returned home after that cruise. I don't know if they'll ever go on another cruise. I certainly don't think they'll ever go on another cruise with the cruise line. And the cruise line was Norwegian Cruise Line. We've been hearing a lot about them lately in in some of these stories, right? The construction cruise that happened where they did construction on the ship for the entire length of the cruise and didn't really want to offer anybody compensation for it. And other stories that have popped up in the last 6 or 7 months. And we always used to say, if it's going to happen bad, it's going to happen on Carnival. And no, it happens everywhere, guys. But since then, a spokesman for Norwegian Cruise Line has said a full investigation has been launched and appropriate measures have been taken, and they have reached out to the couple to consider further compensation offers. So I think a couple of free cruises perhaps might be in order for appropriate compensation myself, just to get them back to your cruise line, because no, That's unacceptable, and hopefully that worker was as much as good on him, but not good on him for at work in somebody else's cabin. So yeah, I don't think he should be working on that ship contract again. So yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think it's no big deal? Do you think it's absolutely disgusting and gross? Do you think it's one thing out of sight, out of mind? It's another thing to actually witness it as you walk on the cruise ship. So you can see it's really kind of gross, disgusting, and funny in a very sad, sad way. But I'm sure Bobby and Mary didn't find it funny at the time that they discovered this, and I'm sure they didn't find it funny for the entire length of their cruise. What do you guys think? Let me know down below, and I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. You want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.